What's up, gang? It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com, back with an Inferno Nugget Laceration Build update. Here's a video from Spindle Clutch Boss, the go-to single target DPS test, where I almost pulled 10,000 single target DPS at VR5. Told you I'd update this build, and I made it more PvE focused DPS, so you can start doing endgame. I don't have the gear to fully optimize it, but I have most of the skills, and I wanted to show you guys exactly what I've been doing and update you on everything Laceration and ESO. Alright gang, some of you might have been wondering what I've been doing all this time since I haven't been pumping out the YouTube videos and I've been primarily playing my Dragonknight. I just got Dragonstar Arena completed at VR5, doing some tanking and DPS. This build Laceration I want to update you quickly on from veteran ranks 1 to 5 and what I'm using. I plan on using a similar setup like this throughout endgame. And basically once I get to endgame, I'll update it with the gear component. So really we're just going to go over skills today and then kind of rotations and what I do. First off, 23-30 is the split I'm using, because I want to hit around 18k or so health. Even at VR5, that's a good number, and I got 23,000 magic. Even at level VR5 with VR1 gear, that's quite a bit. I have tons of magic recovery, so I don't have to use spell taps, and that's because of the Atronach Mundus Stone and Stage 4 Vampire. Vampire, you have an awesome passive that increases your magic regeneration. As a Dunmer, this is essential for the build. So I really like that. So on the build specifically, what I'm doing, since I just briefly on gear, I'm using a 5-piece Warlock, some Torg's Pack, and then a mix of Magnus for more spell damage. Though I tried using the Sunset, but I couldn't find the full 5-piece. That's a really good one you can get at VR5. The skills that I'm using is pretty simple. I use Inner Light over Sea of Flames. Sea of Flames here, or Flames of Oblivion, is really good because it has that dot and you get magic back. However, the extra magic that you get from Inner Light is incredibly valuable for your DPS. Remember, DPS comes from your max magic and your spell power. So those both add up to be better than Sea of Flames. Also, the good thing about running Mage's Guild abilities is the passives in Mage's Guild. They give you more magic, and they give you more magic credit for having them slotted. Plus, when you light them up, you get a big damage increase for your next attack. So that's why I have Inner Light here. That's my crit buff. My spell power buff comes from Structured Entropy. And basically a damage over time, and procs that Structured Entropy, plus gives me 8% max health. With more health, I can spec more into magic, more damage. So that's why I like this. Plus, having it slotted here gives me more magic recovery. And finally, the third Mage's Guild ability, Shooting Star. Now, I use this primarily on AoE targets, not single target DPS. This is the the Mage's Guild 10 ability after it's morphed. Reason it grants ultimate every time you hit an enemy. So if you hit 6 enemies with this thing, giving you back 12 ultimate each person hit, you're already that much closer to a standard. So this is what I use in AoE ultimate situations, where I don't have any pressure and I can do damage. So with those 3 Mage's Guild abilities on my bar, I have tons of magic generation. VR5, VR1 gear, 23k magic. Imagine what this is going to be at VR14. Next ability up, Ardent Flame, Molten Whip. Now I take Lava Whip, the other morph, for self-healing when I'm PvPing, but this one is purely for DPS PvE oriented because Ardent Flame hits a lot harder. Now it's only on your bar while I slotted, so you have to load up the Ardent Flame abilities. Burning Embers. This is our slash, low cost, deals tons of fire damage and heals you. And also Engulfing Flame. Does another dot and the enemies take more from fire damage. Having both of these on the bar because of Molten Whip will produce high damage. So your general rotation is get Structured Entropy up for your 20% damage increase, and then get them burning so they take more damage into a Burning Embers, and then Molten Whip a few times, repeat the rotation. It's pretty simple single target. Back bar, very simple. I have extended chains here to pull enemies closer to me, which is great for AoE trash pulls. I'm using a double destruction setup specifically for that. So if you didn't have double destruction, you wanted to have a Repso staff, you wouldn't be able to optimize your DPS the way I see fit. So I think double destruction staff's the way to go. Extended chains, and then into an eruption. This ability is amazing once you get Valken Scoria. It comes from Earthen Heart. Blast ability in Earthen Heart. It does damage over time, which will proc Valken Scoria, though I don't have that yet at this level. And also, the important part about this is Mountain's Blessing. So activating Earthen Heart gives you 3 ultimate. Constantly activating this over time will produce a lot of ultimate. The more ultimate we have, the more resources we get back because of Battle Roar. Battle Roar is a passive in Earthen Heart that makes Dragoknights amazing. And that's why this Battle Roar combo goes amazing with Shooting Star. The more ultimate I get, the more magic I can have. Eventually, once I hit VR14, I will replace my Mundus Stone with the Mage, getting more magic. I'm aiming for around 34,000 magic with this build. So Eruption is something you place in the ground, and then you just AoE with Fire Ring. This is your good old Impulse, your AoE damage bread and butter from the Destruction Staff. And then I have Green Dragon's Blood on. I like some sort of self-heal. This is amazing, though you could go with Deep Breath for even more AoE damage if you have a solid healer. Love, 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 love this setup. And then, of course, the Dragonknight Standard. This thing's amazing. Now, you could put on your front bar if you wanted to have more damage, since the Ardent Flame buff is from Molten Whip. I have it on my back bar here because I like the extra magic regeneration from Shooting Star. I probably will front bar it, though, once I have a little bit more levels, a little bit better gear, and some better magic recovery, maybe even a couple more champion points, because you do get that Ardent Flame buff here. But on my back bar, it's really, really good. It has 250 ultimate cost, but you get a huge bonus to the damage you do. And at 17-second duration, that's so much single target damage. So, ironically, I use Standard of Might when I'm doing single target damage, and then also when I need protection, because it reduces the damage you take. It's that simple of a build. I'm going to be using this pretty much until endgame. So let me just kind of kill some things and show you how it's done. We're going to start on the back bar here, number 2. With a bunch of AoE trash pulls here. I'm going to get Green Dragon's Blood up just for the extra stamina recovery because I might be blocking here. I'm going to chains them in. Once I get them chains in, I mark my territory with Eruption and burn them down. The Shotgun Blast. Now, you can do more damage AoE in a specific way, but this is just what I'm showing you. So, that's simple for AoE damage. Single target damage. Let's nuke something here. So you can either start out with an Eruption first and then charge in, whatever way you want to do it. So you can do Eruption into a Structured Entry. Why? Spell damage. Get them burning. More fire damage. Burning Embers, and then start the old Blue Flame. Boom! Look at that. Whip looks awesome with that new morph. So once again, Structured Entropy. More fire damage. They're dying so fast I can't even do it. Okay, and here's to show you Meteor. Look at my ultimate. I'm already at 60 ultimate. That's why Meteor is so powerful as a Dragonknight. Battle Roar, you're constantly at full resources. Boom. Come here, dear. So that is basically the build right now. Gear-wise, like I said, I'm not running anything fancy. I just wanted to take some time out to update you guys. For the next few days, I will be trying to grind this guy to VR14. That way I can show you the endgame build, and I can start doing more endgame videos on my Dragonknight. But that's what I've been doing a lot, so that's why I haven't been pumping out the YouTube videos. So that's the update on this guy. One last thing, I am using just standard potions, and I am using food over drinks. PvP, I love drinks. PvE, I like food. More stats, the harder you're going to hit. So this is Laceration in its current form. Wait till I get Valken Scoria and the blazing set that increases fire damage at endgame. I will be an utter monster. Until then, thanks for watching. I will be grinding this up. Hopefully within the week I will be VR14. Feel free to leave me a comment what you guys do on your Dragoknights, and subscribe if you haven't already.